way to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south. Dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south. Dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Bengals going up against the Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the... So the offense has it 1st and 10. of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. Green.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver, in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here's Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And this was complete right side to Funchess. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play.
Carr to throw on second down. From the left side, it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. first down. Surveying the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carl try it again on second down. And this is caught at the 8. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On second down, here's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Their big-bodied receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver, 99 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still 9 yards to go on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 4th down.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Brinza now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, here we go.
Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
It's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape. and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for it all. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
2nd and 10. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Carr to throw on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there's no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is good. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll run it here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Backing up. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
We ready? Wide 88. Wide 88. Check flag 39. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Oh, baby, alert. Alert.
Throwing his Carr on third down. This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now because of the sack, it's third and goal from the 14.
We ready? Red 18.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, third and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field, and following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
No. Check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Brenza on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
We ready? Wide at the 8.
Back to throw. Carr. Finding time. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Now Carr. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.